On Colts Division 3 Corio Bay Health Group Cup, and it's North Geelong 5-5-35 leading QueensCliff 3-9-27. The Magpies chasing their second Colts Division 3 flag in 3 seasons, while QueensCliff haven't won at this level since winning the 1985 Ballerine League flag against Newcombe. So the Cougars with it ahead of them, but the positive for them is, Brian Coughlin, that the scoring end for in terms of goals has been the southern end of the ground, which, considering the breeze, has been a surprise.
It has, Tom, yes. A lot of goals have been kicked up at the Buckley's end, and I think the first goal in this quarter will pretty much determine how this game's going to go.
Also have to find a best on ground as well, because we've been given the task of deciding the best on ground medalist, and at the moment you would think if we were looking at North Geelong winning, it might be the two Schwennisons fighting it out.
Yes.
They've been outstanding this afternoon, both Tom and Zach, while for QueensCliff hard to look past the likes of Tom Caddy and Ray Butler and Caleb Whitley as we're back in the middle. Whitley to go against Govis. Govis winning the tap down. Chance down to clear Lapino. Turned to 360 and then outside of the right boot. Rolled it towards centre half forward, but it's broken shy back there. Cleaning up and kicking to the wing nicely. And the mark taken by Kane O'Toole. O'Toole to half forward. Just lobs a little kick. In fact, he just got it over the wing. And here's Schwennison, the man we just spoke of. That's Tom wearing the long sleeves. Schwennison outside of the left boot, the kick. Mark dropped down there by McNearney. Quick kick forward though, coming from Ridgeway. And QueensCliff through Lapino will try to get it out the back, but well done by Davis, who's able to get his hands on the foot. Green rather, who got his hands on the footy. Kick towards the outer wing. Blundy Jones is out there in a contest against Brandon O'Toole, and Brandon O'Toole does very well. Inside 50, the kick. Bouncing ball, attacking it hard was Bert Thistle, getting a handball up, but missing the target in doing so as it was Tate coming through. Schwennison, that Zach, dragged to ground as he kicked, and he's put it out on the full. And a bullet dodged there by QueensCliff early in this last quarter, Brian Coughlin.
Yes, Tom, I think there could have been a free kick there, but I think the umpire might have missed that to QueensCliff.
Dick Philpott Finance bringing you the final quarter.
Yeah, it's great to see Big Dick. He's here and he's absolutely snucking into his 15th hamburger, I think, early in this last quarter.
Caddy, the clearing kick. It's fisted back inside the North Geelong forward 50. Attacking the footy there is Patrick Rush. He was wrapped up and the ball knocked from his grasp. Bert Thistle trying to work his way through. Here's Schwennison again. This is Tom. Goes back by hand. Brandon O'Toole snaps it onto the boot, but only as far as taking the mark. Well, actually, Mark wasn't paid. It must have been touched off the boot because Liam Warren was in a hurry to get on with it. Kick into the middle, and they're going to get away with it here. Richards trying to find Stevens. Did well to trap the footy. Now goes with his left boot. Just kick into space, wanting Kidd to run onto it, and he does. And he'll try and burn them off with pace. Has one bounce. Now shares it by hand with Backer. Backer's got to be wrapped up by Demonji. Wonderful tackle by Demonji. Crucial time. Crucial moment in the game. It looked like Backer for all money was going to stroll into goal, and Demonji with a wonderful tackle saves the day for North Geelong. And North Geelong have worked it to right half back to O'Toole. He's short ball and stretching the skipper. Brokenshire's got it. But Jack Demonji, just a moment, Brian Coughlin, in the game that's going to prove so crucial potentially.
Crucial tackle, yep. Totally agree, Tom.
Although they're going to come up with it here, the Cougars. Lang, inside forward 50. It's over the head of Backer. Here's Demonji. Backer, can he do what he did to Demonji? Gets a handball away, Demonji. Ball rolls towards the boundary line. Backer's there. It's 2-on-3. The Cougars are outnumbered. Handball back by Backer. Missed his teammate and Kidd. Butler, oh, wonderful mark flying over the top of Ethan Tate. And Tate's hurt and down. Tate, he's about to get to his feet. He's taking his time. Butler, though, will quickly send it inside forward 50. Demonji across. Couldn't mark. Head over the footy. Whitley tried to spin out of trouble. Got a handball away. Quick snap out of the pack. Came from Lang. Bouncing ball will bounce towards the boundary line. Attacking it hard. And wrapped up in the tackle. Looked like Green. Fighting for the footy is Widdowson. He's got his head over the footy. He's wrapped up. Somehow released it to Zach Schwennison. Kick went up about 8 metres, but went about 2, and it'll roll to the boundary line. And we've got some rare play in this right forward pocket. Is the ball out of bounds? It is, and it looks like young Tate has got to his feet. But it was a big mark by Butler, and some collateral damage was Ethan Tate underneath the pack.
Yeah, that was great courage too by young Tate. He got up and looks all right.
So a boundary throw in 40 around from the right hand behind post. Cougars need a goal. Whitley just wants to palm it back into the corridor. but awake to it was Govis. Quick clearing kick, Butler back with the flight, nice strong mark. Don't want to leave their run late here, the Cooters. We've gone 4 minutes. He just puts a kick into space, wanting a mark, and it's well weighted for Blundy Jones. I think we'll see Ray Butler play some senior footy in the Bellarine next year with the Cooters based on today's performance.
Yeah, he's given his all today, young Ray Bundy Butler.
Blundy Jones kicking, it lands on the chest of Backer. In a pack of about 5, somehow he's come up with it and will go back and have a shot on what will be his first of the afternoon and just the Cooters' 4th, but it will cut the margin to 2.
Well, luck's a fortune, Tom. I think the ball just landed in his arms.
Backer, 20 out, directly in front, makes no mistake. Game back on here at St Albans Reserve. We're set for a thrilling finish. It's North Geelong 5-5, Queenscliff 4-9. Backer with the goal. First of the final quarter. As we said, it has been the scoring end. And they're back within 2, the Cooters. 4-9-33, North Geelong 5-5. Brian Coughlin with us here this morning.
Yes, no, great goal then for the Cooters. They really needed that one. Yep, this is going to go down to the wire, I think.
5 minutes gone, final quarter. Dick Philpott finance scoreboard. North Geelong by 2. Govis winning the tap in the middle, but the roving done by Lang. Quick kick forward now for the Cooters. Bouncing ball, attacked hard there by Travis Green. Green on his non-preferred left went to the wing. No mark taken by Livermore for Queenscliff, but it's Schwennerson again. That was Tom. Kick over the head there of his teammate coming out. Couldn't take it, was Lockie Landy. Here's Tate, bounce back up to his feet. Underground handball. It's well read by Caddy, but Tate will come hard again. Now snap a left foot kick towards goal. It'll miss to the near side. It'll miss everything out of bounds on the full. And the free kick will go to Queenscliff. So Tate putting on some good forward pressure is the want of many a small forward these days. It's an ability that coaches love to have in their side. Caddy steals 5 metres and then sends a long ball looking for Big Richards to fly. Front of the packet was taken by Tom Saunders. And the clearing kick, though, is only going to land as far as Widdowson, who'll quickly turn and send the North Geelong boys back inside forward 50. No mark taken. Front of the pack doing some hard work, Bert Thistle. Here's Schwennerson. Snap of the right foot. High ball from Zach. They'll contest in the square and waiting underneath it and taking a good, strong saving mark is Tom Kidd. Good courage from Kidd. Sends a kick wide, looking out there for a marking option. He wanted the big fella in Wilson. No mark. Quick kick, no, coming forward. Flying shot on goal has missed to the right. That's Brock Candler. And that will make the margin 3. With the margin 3, that might rule out the draw. 7 minutes gone, but anything could happen in this final 10 or 15 minutes of the Colts Division 3 Grand Final. The kick in is marked on the chest by Big Govis. He's rucked manfully today. He's had to work against the likes of Whitley and Richards, and his kick inside 50, not great. Mark dropped though by Liam Warren for Queenscliff. Opens the door for the North Geelong small forwards. Just dancing his way out of traffic was good, smart play. That might have been Lang. Flying high, no mark taken though for Queenscliff, and there's a mark taken on the chest. And that might be Candler who's got the footy and a chance to go back and take a 9-point lead and maybe the upper hand, Brian Coughlin, in this grand final.
Yes, very important kick here by the young fella here in Brock Candler.
Brock Candler kicked 3 goals in the prelim last week against St Mary's, has kicked 1 today. Big kick of his young career. It's not a bad effort. He's kicked it. He's kicked the goal. And they lead by 9. North Geelong maybe with one hand on the cup. 6-6-42. They lead Queenscliff 4-9-33. 8 minutes gone in this final quarter on the Dick Philpott Finance scoreboard.
Yes, I wouldn't start singing yet, Tom, but, you know, I think North Geelong have just got a little bit of a run on here at the moment, and I think Queenscliff are going to really have to get going. 8.5 minutes gone in the final quarter. 16
plus time on we play, so there's a lot of time before we even tick into time on, but they can't keep giving up 9-point leads, Queenscliff, if they want to win the flag. Govis climbed high, won the tap down. And there's going to be a free kick in the middle, and it's going to be for a throw, and it's advantage paid. Govis takes it, and they're quickly off North Geelong. Kick lands with Tate. Now it's with the goal kicker in Candler. Bouncing ball It eludes Kenyon, rolls towards the boundary line, and Queenscliff might be happy to see it out. No, they try to keep it alive, fisted away there by Michael Barry towards the boundary line. Now it's out, and we'll get a boundary throw-in as we've ticked over now 9 minutes in this final quarter of this AFL Bowen Colts Division 3 Corio Bay Health Group Cup Grand Final. Boundary throw-in, Gobus and Whitley. Whitley just palms it down at the front. Butler fires a handball out towards Blundy Jones at his bootlaces. He can't take it cleanly, and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Grubby, it's just got to open up for Queenscliff. They're just finding themselves stuck in this right forward pocket of North Geelong's for the moment.
Well, yeah, and on the contrary, if North Geelong can keep it bottled up there, they don't have to score. They'll win the grand final.
Boundary throw-in. Ball lands with Saunders. Just bangs it on the boot for Queenscliff. Tries to buy some territory. Finding it on the deck. They're away, Queenscliff. Bouncing ball towards the outer wing. The kick came from the big fella out there in Wilson. Trying to run onto it now is Stevens. His handball, though, stolen. They got numbers back, North Geelong, and they're able to just hold their nerve down back. Head over the footy was Gavranovic. But there's going to be a free
kick here.
Yeah, it's going to go to Queenscliff.
I think it was off the ball behind the play, but it comes back down.
Kidd quickly on with it inside forward 50, wants Backer work to Monji under the footy. Backer finds it on the deck outside of the left.
Oh, good boy.
Is that Brokenshire getting across the skipper, saving the day? It is. He's had a wonderful game. He's in contention, you'd think, with the two Schwennesons for the medal. And talking about the two Schwennesons, here's Tom. Having a couple of lazy bounces
Get
inside
it down quick.
50. He runs himself into trouble and out of trouble and has to go back to Brokenshire. On the bounce, he slips over, gives it to Demonji. Demonji keeps his head and gives it to Dean. Dean bangs it onto the right boot towards halfback, and it's a wonderful get-out kick as O'Toole, that's Brandon, sends a long ball to the wing. It's well marked, though, by Barry coming up for Queenscliff, and he'll repel. Sends it back from whence it came, though. Gavranovic, he'll kick to the wing and put it into the path of Schwenneson. Zach with the footy, cuts through the middle of the Gordon Tafe oval and kicks towards half forward. Crucial footy to be won here. Taking it nicely now, though, is Lachlan Land. He swings around, tries to put it.
Should have been a free kick.
There's going to be a free kick going to Queenscliff.
Yeah, gave him a little nudge. Didn't actually go for the ball, just put him out of the contest.
And it's going to go to Liam Warren. So Liam Warren with the footy. True centre half back.
They're running out of time, Tommy.
11 minutes gone, final quarter. Dick Philpott Finance scoreboard. It's a 9-point lead for North Geelong. Flying for the mark, Kazina couldn't take it. Went through his hands. Whitley back of the pack. Well, he got bowled over. He caught one high, and he's going to get a free kick. He's up to his feet now, though.
Oh, 50!
Is there 50? No.
No. Oh, I thought he was paying 50.
You get a little bit excited there, Grubby. You went prematurely. There's Kidd. Takes the
mark. Not unlike me either, Tom.
Kidd tries to bring it back into the corridor for Butler, who almost had it cut up by Kazina, but Butler stood tall. Took the mark, trying to pierce their way through this defence. The kick for Backer couldn't mark. Demonji now. He's done a good job in this last quarter. But the ball's going to spill out to McNanny.
The bloke on his own.
Marking all alone is Ryan Wilson, who quickly gets back off the mark, senses the time is of the essence, and will go back and have a shot to make the margin 3. Big kick for Ryan Wilson. He's kicked 28 goals this year. He's kicked 29.
Make 29 out of that one, Tommy.
His 29th might be his most crucial. The margin back to 3. 12 and a half minutes gone, final quarter. An absolute cracker of an AFL Bowen Colts Division 3. Corio Bay Health Group Cup Grand Final here at St Albans Reserve. North Geelong 6-6. Queenscliff 5-9. Hard to pick a winner from here, gentlemen.
Well, there's plenty of time, Brian. It could go either way, mate.
Yes, that's right, Grubby. And both coaches making plenty of moves here. Jeff Chachowski's taken over the bench up there for North Geelong. And Peter Forbes here at Queenscliff. So, what a finish.
Back in the middle, Whitley, and doing the ruck work against him. Winning the tap was Davis. He might actually end up taking the footy. The big fella, so he's tackled and then quickly has to get back up and do the ruck work. Whitley comes with a running leap, won the tap, but there's roving done by Zach Schwenneson. Banged it onto his right boot towards right half forward. Kazina, crucial ball won by Caddy. Caddy pulled the kick nicely and diving and taking a slips catch is Kidd. Crucial mark taken. Could have been a turnover in the middle of the ground. Kidd wants to quickly go on with it. Beautifully weighted
here
ball.
They come, the Cooters.
Lapino, man on the mark, stands 55 from goal. Lapino wants Backer in a one-on-one. Demonji did well to bring it to ground. Backer fighting hard. Ball out the back. They've got numbers back, including Schwenneson, North Geelong, to see it out of bounds for a boundary throw-in in the left forward pocket.
Well, what do you do now, Brian? They might need another goal, North, to win this.
14 minutes gone. Final quarter, Dick Philpott Finance scoreboard. 3-point lead for the Magpies from down by the sea. Quick kick out of the pack. The big fella Richards, front position. Livermore couldn't mark. Found it on the ground. Quick snap. Bounces in the goal square. Butler and Schwennerson. Butler, can he fire a handball out? He does. Umpires pinged him for holding the footy.
Well, I didn't think he handballed it, but I didn't quite see it. But I thought it was a one-handed throw for
It might
mine.
be a good decision. And Schwennerson saving the day at Zach. Maybe that's won him the medal. Brings it towards half-back. What's Candler? Here, a little shove. Yeah, there'll be a free kick. Candler put the hands in the back of Liam Warren. 14 and a half minutes gone. We're still not into time on. Warren quickly on with it. Coming out and marking, and Lupino's been crucial in the last few minutes.
He's been very, very good.
Lupino sends the ball inside forward 50. Ignore the lead of Livermore.
Oh,
but
it's a North Geelong mark.
Has it been paid? No. Ball spills. Head over the footy. Frantic at the moment, the North Geelong defence. Big tackle late by Ryan Wilson.
Oh, I thought he held on to that. I was going to yell out Leo Barry then, but no. The umpire didn't pay it.
So we've got a ball up, 25 out from the Queenscliff goal. They trail by 3. Quick roving off the pack. Lupino, the snap, has missed to the near side. The margin is 2.
What a cliffhanger.
15 and a quarter minutes gone. Kick into the right back pocket. And then Schwennerson will get it back.
Oh, I don't know about that. There could be still 4 minutes to go.
Man on the mark is Backer. Schwennerson gives it all he's got. Sends it to half back, but there's Cooter numbers there, and one of them is Whitley. Man on the mark's 45 from goal. Whitley just wants to lob it for Livermore.
Oh,
great
great defence.
Kazina got across the front of the pack. Here's Zach Schwennerson in and out of trouble. Taken high, was he?
Got it.
Was.
Oh, how lucky was he? Because I tell you what, if he wasn't taken high, he was holding the ball.
Schwennerson with it.
What a great game this kid's played.
Zach gives it to Tom. Brings it to half-back. Back with the flight. Barry for Queenscliff. It'll clear him. Govis. Candler says, get me out of here. It's an open forward line. Bouncing ball. Back there, Cooters have got numbers.
Oh.
But a crucial soccer off the ground by Bolger just to hold things up. But the Cooters will roll numbers back. Whitley gives it off by hand. Caddy. They get it back to Whitley. Bangs it forward. They need a mark. Bounces in front of Lupino. It rolls through. The big fella Richards will soccer it off the ground into the path of a teammate. Stevens tight in the pocket. Bouncing ball. Demonji trapped it off his shins. Managed to just put it into the path of a teammate in Widdowson. Gave it up by hand. Big Green. He gives it off. And they'll swing it towards half back. Govis will fly the pack. Over the back, the mark has been paid. It landed on the chest of Michael Barry.
That's 50.
And it's 50.
The game. He could have cost him the game. It's 50.
Is it against Tate?
Yes, it is. He didn't hear the whistle, and he thought it was play on, and he threw him to the ground. Umpire paid the mark very, very late. Might have put the kid off. It might have been a very unfortunate 50. Where's he taking him?
Well, the 50's taking
him to the boundary line.
Taking him into the right forward pocket. Surely it's the most direct route to goal.
He's taken him 27 metres to the boundary line. I don't know whether that's right or not.
Michael Barry has kicked just the 1 goal for the year.
Well, I'll tell you what, he needs one here.
Shot on goal. Barry, he's pushed it across the face. They'll contest on the line. Quick snap. Blundy Jones couldn't get a boot on it. No, it's through for a behind.
It's been through for a point, I think.
It's gone through for a behind, and the margin is 1.
Well, he could be back here next week.
We won't be.
No. I know, but I love to do Butch. I love to do Butch Gale every year.
Short kick in by Schwennerson. Nearly 18 minutes gone. It's marked by Widdowson. Widdowson short, and the mark taken by Saxon Dean. Dean swings it to half-back. Needs a mark. Whitley tried to use the body. Couldn't get his hands on the footy, though. It's thrown up to Whitley.
Scooped it
Whitley
up.
on the left foot. And the siren goes.
Gone.
North Geelong have won a thriller by a point.
I tipped this.
North Geelong have won a thriller by a point. They are your AFL Barwon Colts Division 3 premiers.
Have a look at them.
Queenscliff 5-11. North Geelong
point, Tommy.
6-6-42 to win their second premiership in 3 years.
We are the North Boys down by the sea. I don't know the rest.
In a stunning game of football, in a frantic final term, North Geelong have held on.
Those Queenscliff kids, they gave it everything they had. And the North Geelong backline, how did they hold up? But they did.
Devastation for Queenscliff. Fulfilment and enjoyment to come for North Geelong. A cracking grand final. It wasn't highly skilled. It wasn't high scoring.
But it was great to watch.
It was frenetic.
Best on the ground for the medal, boys.
I think in the last 5 minutes, Zach Schwennerson might have won himself the medal.
Yes.
I think for the whole 4 quarters, Zach Schwennerson won himself the medal.
I reckon Zach Schwennerson myself too.
Right, so we're going for young Caleb Whitley, are we?
Yeah.
He was great too for the other mob. So was Butler, the medal winner.
Butler was outstanding.
All the Schwennersons played pretty well.
Caddy was good.
Yeah, the blonde kid in the last line of defence, that Demonji in that last quarter. Oh, you got to take a bow. Give him a pat on the head. And nearly everybody played great footy, but I'm going for Zach Schwennerson.
Yeah, I think Zach
Schwennerson for me.
I think we might have. He just willed himself to every possible contest in that final quarter.
So, Tom, you'll wrap up the final scores, goal kickers?
Yes, so in the end it was North Geelong winning 6-6-42 to Queenscliff 5-11-41. The goal kickers for North Geelong, 2 for Candler, 1 apiece for Kenyon, Landy, Tate and Kazina. While for Queenscliff it was all singles, Kidd, Whitley, Wilson, Backer and Stevens. North Geelong 6-6-42, Queenscliff 5-11-41, and it's the Magpies who win the AFL Barrow and Colts Division 3 Grand Final, the Corio Bay Health Group Cup for 2016.